Have you heard this new, I guess it's not really new because like, I think the subject matter has probably been around forever, like for millennia, but it's kind of being rebranded and becoming sensationalized, which is the submissive wife or
Mm,
like those king queen archetypes that a lot of counseling will use and like leader and follower. What is your opinion on those dichotomies?
yeah, that's a good one. I really think that some of them, they're just in our DNA. And I
Mm-hmm.
think we've tried to fight it, we're equal, we're this, we're that. And I'm like, we're not even in the same book. So how can you say that, Nancy Drew book is equal to Martha Stewart's book? And it's like these, they can both be great books, but they're so different. And so for me, it's really realizing that we each create the relationships we want and we can choose how we want to behave in them. And it's really important to understand what your spouse is looking for because some men want a wife who is more masculine, want a woman who goes out and does that role or plays those roles. And then he wants to be more, in his feminine or whatever it is. And then my husband does not. And so it's like, you need to be very cognizant of who you're hooking up with or marrying, aligning yourself with, because if you're not cognizant of those, it can come back to bite you because we can't just assume that because you're a man, this is the role you want to play, and you're a woman, this is the role you want to play. It's not like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really what it is being very curious and open to hearing what the other person wants and realizing that that could change over time.
That's an interesting point. I love you so much.
I
I do. I
love you
mean, you approach things with so much nuance,
too. Mm,
and I think when you see a lot of these cultural personas and influencers, I can almost predict what they're going to say all of the time, and they do try to automatically put you in one of those boxes. Like if you were a man, like you have to be like in your masculine leader,
yeah.
protector. And sure, that's probably most men, I would imagine, but there absolutely are men that want to be in the feminine, like they want to be the stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
And the woman is like this very ambitious, more in her masculine, and she wants to go conquer, climb, and just get promoted up that scale, and that's fine if like you find that balance
Yeah.
between your partner and yourself.
And who are we to judge? I'm like,
Mhm.
who am I to say your relationship is right or wrong? I'm not living it.
Mhm.
And if it works for you guys,
Right.
then it works for you guys. And I think the biggest thing here that I find intriguing when I see people judging is, oh yeah, well that'll work for them for 5 years and then watch what happens. And I'm like, and so what if it does? Because
Mm.
I don't believe that we can say how long a relationship is supposed to be there for. I believe that we meet for a time when it's right, and this meeting is going to continue as long as it's supposed to. So I am very much like, do I wish that Charles and I will stay married forever? Of course, I love him. He's been such an amazing impact and friend in my life, right? But will I sit here and tell you, oh, we're soulmates and we're going to be together for fuck no. That's crazy. So
Mhm.
it's like, I think that we have to learn to give each other the space to grow and then also understand that just because someone comes in and out of your life doesn't mean that you failed or that it's a failure. I think that's such a harsh way to look at things.
Yes. And we do that to ourselves. We are our own worst critic. We're
Yeah.
constantly trying to prove to ourselves why we're
And to everyone
unworthy,
else.
unlovable,
Yeah.
right? Like I have the evidence.
Yeah.
Let me show
I'm
you.
worthy. And it's like, dude, I
Yeah.
don't have to prove it to you. I, I
Mhm.
just I just need to feel worthy to myself. And my worthiness does not come from outside inputs. My worthiness comes from me being a human. And
Mhm.
every single one of us is. Therefore, we all deserve it.